Hello, everybody. Don't call the game more than Stephen. And don't tell nobody what Stephen done. Hello, everybody. I got something to tell you from last night that I forgot to tell you. And we'll give it a second, y'all. Oh, when I get on here, there's all kind of stuff that I forget to tell y'all. Hello there, Miss Baby. Hey, everybody's rolling in there. Hello, Miss Hazel. Miss Michelle. Miss Cindy. There's Miss Nikki. Hey, there's the sweet. Hey, Pamela. Oh, that's Macredo. Yeah, I took some people out of the block man. That threw me for a minute because I thought that was Pamela Vargas. Um, hello, Denise, Mama, Kathy B, Judy. So, I want to tell y'all that, hey, Slim, I want to tell y'all that Kathy, yeah, hang on a minute, y'all. All right, y'all, I muted it because I called Kathy. I don't want to get in trouble with Kathy. And I just want to make sure it was all right. So her and Annabelle, y'all know them. They they just decided to stop. You know, like like we ain't gonna talk about it. We're just gonna stop. We're just gonna stop. And she said they had a truce. So that's really good news, y'all. And I'm glad she let me say it, you know. I went and looked for see I talked to Kathy a little bit earlier today. And I went to get Annabelle out of the recycle bin, not the recycle bin, the block bin. And I mean, I didn't see her in there. And I myself ain't the one that blocked her, but somebody told me they did. I guess we'll find out. I did look through there 2 times. And I took a couple people out that I just put it like that. I took a couple people out. But yeah, and I was glad that she let me say this, y'all, because I want to say that uh, anybody that wants to come back over here and get with the regular crowd, you're welcome to do it. So, so that's pretty well it. Two people quit fussing. That's a good thing. Sometimes that stuff can get out of hand. They they might not be ready to hug yet and start going out to eat supper. I don't I don't know, y'all. I'm just being funny. But anyway, it's a good it's a good thing, y'all. And and you need to let me know if somebody could let me know, Jamie, kind of keep an eye out if they say she's blocked because I didn't. I looked through the bin 2 times and I did not see that name. This stuff, this stuff can get out of hand, y'all. You have to be like me. Don't let it bother you. Hey, it's just all in being rich and famous, y'all. Dennis is using Robin's Nest account now. Okay. So I was telling y'all last night, and we're gonna get on with the video here in a minute. I was telling y'all last night that these people was charging us an ungodly amount of interest, and the money was actually interest on top of interest, on top of interest, on top of interest. And I told you the man stopped it at $10,000, and this was a long time ago. And I told you they was crooks. See, new owners. This is what I forgot to tell y'all. New owners come in there, and they seen what was going on with me. And I mean, it didn't happen right then, but me and him, he was a good guy. He could tell I was a good guy, and you could take whatever he said to the bank. And he's the one that said, Daniel, we're gonna stop this $10,000, and we're gonna just open you a new account. He said, you just pay the other off when you can. Hey, bump you knocker, thank you. And he said, just pay, pay the other off. And I did. But I forgot to tell y'all they was new owners come in there. The other people was crooks. They wasn't sending us nothing to the house. They wasn't mailing us nothing. They was just doing like what they wanted to do, boy. And hey, like I thought like I was paying it, and hell, they just taking advantage of me, boy. And they did. But anyway, we got straight, paid them all off, paid them the whole $10,000 back. And like I said, I uh I I did charge for a little while, and then I quit doing that and started writing a check. And and let me tell y'all this, by the way, see, it's you can't send nobody up there to pick nothing up for you. But if you're charging it, if you're charging it, you can just send one of your workers up there. But like if we write the check, then I had to go. So it's that charging is kind of a convenience thing to start with. I mean, that's why people do it. I mean, like when we go in there, when us contractors go in there, y'all, we are in a hurry. I mean, I'm telling you, we in a hurry. Like, that's one of the things that I love most about not doing that no more is I don't have to be in a hurry no more. And I don't have to stay on the phone till 9 o'clock every night. Like, I mean, I remember when I was just like Steven, y'all. It don't matter what I was doing, I should have already done it. And if you see me fishing, it wasn't because I didn't have nothing to do. All right, so that's that, y'all. So, now you can't tell nobody about this video now, because some of these people are can't tell nobody about it. I need to get everybody's word. You can't tell nobody about this. If if you're gonna tell, if you're gonna tell, if you're gonna call the sheriff department, I better not play it, or you might better leave. So, hey y'all, here's what we're doing today. We took the boat. Oh, kids said, well, he won't tell. Hey, we took the boat down there to see how it was running. And I filmed it. And I want you to look at how close to that lake is from my house. You'll better see it on here. You can keep up with it. Here we go, y'all. I'm going to cut the sound down. Oh, Pamela said she won't tell. Oh, okay. Well, we in good shape then. If nobody won't tell, we in good shape. Hey, I took my camera out there and it was fogged up. So I was out there quite a few minutes, uh, like waiting for it to warm up. It'll do that in the summertime. When it's cold in the house and you take a camera outside, it takes it a while to warm up because the inside of the camera has to warm up. Let's see, we're pulling out here, y'all. Or I'm pulling out. It's where Tammy and Dina go fishing some. They ain't been in a while, but well, you know how it is. I'm talking about Steven said he took 3 showers today. I just got out of the shower. I remember when they was building this place, and I mean, it wasn't You know, it wasn't a real long time ago. But my daddy was telling me about it, you know. And when he actually told me they was going to build it, they found some kind of a waterway, you know, a natural stream. But whenever he told me they was going to look at it and see if it was even possible. So, I mean, they studied it for, uh, like 2 years. There's some kind of word that you're supposed to use. They studied it like for 2 years to see if it was even possible for them to do that. And, I ain't never hardly been fishing down there. So I'm actually, you know how it looks like you're going faster than what you are with these cameras? Uh, I looked at the speedometer so I could tell y'all. I was going 55 miles an hour. Steven is ahead of me. I don't think there's much chance of catching up with him. Tammy's ill as a hornet. Hey, did y'all see her video? Did y'all see her video of her making salmon patties, y'all? She actually made that yesterday, and I just wasn't with it, y'all. Hey there, Debbie, and hello to everybody that I didn't speak to. That is fast for me. I was kind of scared driving 55 miles an hour. I really don't. I really don't drive fast, y'all. I mean, I don't. Hey, boy, I used to be. Hey, it was good, Cassie. That salmon was good. Hey, she had macaroni and cheese and something else. Oh, she cooked a few pieces of ham too. But hey, it's really good, and it was all ate. I got where I really don't like to put stuff in the refrigerator. But like when the kids was at home, we used to, I mean, man, you couldn't make a pot of something big enough. So I'm gonna look at the video here that y'all can't see. Y'all can't see this part, but it's arriving 6 minutes. Been, from the time I went out there to the time, and I was standing out there a minute. It was so we on about 6 minutes. Y'all agree them people's a little bit crossing the line, don't you? Them sugar boys, they a little bit crossing the line. From what I heard. From what I heard. Them sugar boys. Now, there's a swimming pool down there. We done passed it, y'all, but man, there was a man in a wheelchair that I know. And you know that girl who used to talk about Sherry, y'all? It was her brother. He got paralyzed somehow. You know, he was big time business. He got paralyzed somehow. I had to get paralyzed, him.
It hit a big piece of concrete and the controls to the backhoe went up in his stomach and chest and broke his back.
Oh, man. It was a backhoe accident, y'all. But he was big time, you know. And he was out there, and he's got a pool, an in-ground pool, and he fell in that pool. And I mean, he couldn't get out. And how'd you say
His wife seen him and he almost drowned.
his wife seen him out the window? And there is sand on this video. I'll play a little bit. So we're pulling in here. I'm going to look at the minutes, y'all. It's like coming up on 9 minutes. We're coming up on 9 minutes here. I noticed today, and I've noticed it before. I noticed it on Tammy last night when she was cooking. This camera, y'all, I think it's done got on the wrong set. But it makes you look a little bit fat and stubby.
A little bit what?
Fat and stubby. You look at that video you made in the kitchen last night.
Are you saying fat?
Yeah.
I am a little
it,
fat.
Hey, Tammy, you ain't that fat though. I mean, you look at it, you see what I'm talking about.
That's a big shot for me.
Yeah, but it ain't that, Tammy, because I noticed me on this. I noticed me on this thing today, and it was like that. So hello, everybody. Welcome to the HODGES Life. This is a secret what Stephen's doing. We don't want nobody to know about it. Now, I know nobody won't tell. You need to run it a little bit, Stephen. You ain't got to move your truck. Just leave the keys in. Where else? Move it. Where else can you watch a video like this, y'all? I'm sitting up behind the recliner like I'm worth $1 million. So, you know, Stephen went to test his motor, y'all. Tammy said, "Did you have to park on the boat ramp?" I said, "What?" Y'all see that little strap, like when he took it loose, it snapped back in place? Hey, I'm glad to see y'all doing good tonight, everybody's
Hey,
chatting.
Steven, you got your plug in? Ain't a lot of water coming out of something or other.
Hey, y'all. Ain't nobody gonna bring us down, is they? We gonna be here like back in black.
Hey, I didn't figure nobody'd be down here.
You know, there's somebody over there in the dock fishing.
I mean,
And
I don't see why you can't run it, son.
hey, I mean, it's like 200 degrees, man. And there's somebody over there in the dock fishing.
You back up a little bit.
I got me a big old cup of coffee. I got me a big old water. I got dehydrated out there today. I done got where I can tell when I'm dehydrated. I'm gonna tell y'all about the boat. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about it, y'all. A few minutes. Hey, y'all, we ain't gonna let nobody run our party. Hey, you hear once in a while? We get mad at somebody for no reason. You know? But like you get over it, you know? All right, let me stretch this thing out. Might need to stretch it some more. Uh-oh. I done lost my play button. I got it stretched so far I lost my play button, y'all. So hello everybody. Look at that. If there's a chair, y'all, I'm gonna find me a seat. You know what I was wanting to tell you? Come right over here, man. I don't know why he want to get out on the other side of the lake. I was asking Tammy today, y'all. I said, Tammy, do you remember when I used to be pretty radical? And I said, I didn't know I was radical. Hey, Hazel said, hey, Tammy. I, she said, hey. She said, hey to everybody. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? I didn't know I was radical, y'all. I mean, I know it now, but I didn't know I was. I didn't know I was. Just no nonsense, like, you know, whatever I do it to the extreme. And I told Tammy, I said, did you know Stephen's radical? And he don't know he's radical. He don't know it, y'all. He is, though. Tammy's daddy one time says, hey, he told me this, I'm about 16 years old. He said, boy, you don't care very much, do you? I said, no. You know who else don't care very much of? That right there in that boat. He don't care very much, but like, he don't know he don't. I'm talking about like, I'm sitting there, like trying to figure out about this boat. He come home and worked on it. And I'm trying to figure out what to do to this boat. And you know what he's doing? He's back on the double T, going swimming. Like ain't worried about nothing. He ain't worried about nothing. Hey, that really is a nice place down there, y'all. And Bumpy Noggin, hey, thank you for that super chat. Thank you very much for that. Hey, yeah, y'all, Stephen don't realize he don't care very much. I told, uh, I told Tammy today, I said, Tammy, I said, what's your Rick, what your daddy say about him? I ain't joking neither, boy. Hey, boy, he don't know, he don't care. I'm sure he thinks I'm sure he thinks he does. I thought I did. He was just messing with me. So I'm actually gonna mute it, y'all, cause uh, we don't wanna. Hey, there's no telling what was I would say. And I decided that I was gonna start being respectful in front of the women. Now, if you come and hang around with us, so that's why I'm muted. I mean, ain't no telling what I would say. That's what we do when we get away from the women. So yeah, y'all, I'm like trying to think about what's wrong with this boat motor. It didn't run good, y'all. I'm not trying to think about what's wrong with it, and
Tell if the throttle's opening all the way. I can't see it.
Hey, hey, the timing ain't moving forward, don't look like to me. Pull it back to neutral and do it. Just sitting there.
It ain't.
Go forward. Reach.
so y'all, that boat's like there's. I think there's more than 3 things wrong with it, and that's why it's such a pain. I was sitting there watching the timing. Is like the faster you go, it's supposed to move with the throttle. And it's not moving, and then when it does, it's sticking. So when you crank your car up, it's got timing too. And it's one thing when it's sitting still, but as you start driving and the motor starts revving up more, the timing moves with the motor. And that boat ain't doing that.
See, I know the motor needs running.
Hey Joshua, how you doing, son?
Put that throttle, put it up with your hand, and then crank it. If you can slide the timing forward, do it. I don't think that's moving enough.
And y'all, when I used to work on computers for the public, they pretty much will be tried everything before they bring it to you. See there, y'all, it won't go no higher than that.
If you grease the trigger, hey, do that, Stephen. Hey, do that. See, it ain't even moving. It's supposed to be moving right there.
So yeah, y'all, somebody's went berserk on that motor. And see, I hadn't actually had my hands on that motor. I just went over there and told him what was causing it. We fixed the firing. But I noticed when him and Stan took it off the other day when they brung it back, or it might have been the next morning, I heard him crank it up, y'all. And I could tell that motor was doing something that it hadn't been doing. Whenever they brung it back the next morning, I could hear something in that motor. I could hear it like I was watching it.
I don't know.
So listen to him here, y'all. Like you hear it going doom, boom, boom, boom. He's giving it gas. Listen at it. And I told him what I thought that was. Probably gonna be right about it. We'll see. Listen at it.
Hey, I mean, I just, something might, like the stator, something might be breaking down. Hell, I just don't know without. See, I ain't looked at that motor, son. That timing ain't moving very much.
So see, I know the timing's sticking. And it ain't motor. The timing is sticking. And sometimes it's moving, sometimes it ain't. The motor is out of link, and they call it link and sync. That means everything is working perfect with one another. And it's not that. We straightened it up some today. And then I think he missed on the carburetors. When you giving a boat gas, like to rev it up, and it's bogging, it's usually because it's too lean. I mean, it's almost always because it's too lean. But I know that there's multiple things wrong with it. I know there is. It's just gonna take a while to get to the bottom of it. Hey, yeah, that's a nice boat. All the people I've been talking about motors, I've been talking about 3 people. I don't think they want to mess with me, y'all. I think they can take, something may not be right about what it says, and we know one of them, we know how one of them is done, And like a motor can work pretty good on the hose pipe in the yard, but when you back it in the water, it changes. It puts a load on it. Putting it in gear in the yard It's not no load on the propeller. That thing's a mess now. Yeah, it ain't getting enough gas. When you say lean, that means it ain't getting enough gas. Actual gasoline. If it's rich, it means it's getting too much gas. And hey, here's the thing about this carburetor, y'all. It's got 6 carburetors. That particular motor, it ain't got no adjustment. It's just if them carburetors is right, it'll be right. You know what I'm talking about? It'll if it's right, if them carburetors is right, it'll run right. There ain't no adjustment of as far as rich and lean. But he's took the carburetors back off of it, and he went and jumped in the pool and done a double T live, and I'm sitting over here trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Got the TV off so I could think, Timmy's daddy. If he thought I didn't care very much. Hey, Steve. Hey, watch him, y'all. There's a little surprise in this video, too. Hey, y'all will get it, but it might take a while. It really might take a while. Because, man, I think they like 3 different things wrong with it. And then the water pump ain't pumping like it should. I'm telling y'all about cheap water pumps. And, it just ain't right. Look at the sky, y'all. Stephen has had a day. Hey, Monica, you know what? He has a day every day. I think what he needs is him a red-headed woman. Like where he can rub the top of her head. Look at the sky, y'all. I want y'all to notice the sky. So, I know some of y'all seen him. It struck lightning here. And it was a lightning strike and a thunder right at the same time. And it made me spill my coffee. I was fitting to take me a big old swallow. The dogs got up. They all came over here. Stephen is making that boat fly on the road. Yeah. Hey, he's gone, ain't he? He's gone. And I was trying to catch up with him. A little bit. I was trying to catch up with him a little bit, but I'm afraid to drive fast. I did. Hey, and then it done the same thing again a few minutes later. Now, I ain't seen it, y'all. I ain't seen it myself, but Stephen said lightning popped one of them trees. Look at it raining here, y'all. It started raining. Yeah, lightning popped one of the trees over here on Cody's land. And he said it popped a tree, down on the fence over there, on the girl's fence. You know what I mean? I don't know. I ain't seen it. Look at it, y'all. Like, just like that, start raining. And it's hard to believe, but it hailed here too. And just that little bit out there, y'all. But y'all went home. We worked on the boat. He did take it to my house. He did bring it to my house where the fan is. But it's still hot. It ain't hot like uh like it is without the fan. But it's still hot. That storm lasted a while. It's finally calming down. Yeah, boy, like we having all this crazy weather. Look at it, ain't raining no more. It just wanted to rain on my camera. But that camera's waterproof, y'all. And boy, like, hey, I'm gonna be so glad when, it cools down a little bit. Because I can stay out there in that yard, like messing around. But like, it's just so hot, you can't hardly stand it out there. I feel better. I know something is wrong. It will be okay. Lightning hit something at the other day here at picture flew off my wall and shattered glass. Man, I seen, hey y'all, I was in the roofing business. I've been to a few houses that got struck by lightning. It'll surprise you at the power it's got. Danny, all them best. Hey, yeah, boy, like, hey, it's, man, y'all know, I say it all the time, but, like, me and Tammy, we want to go outside. We don't want to just sit and look at Tammy weed eat. We want to go outside. You just can't stay out there long. I was going to build me this ultimate shop, y'all. And still ain't got nowhere to park all the vehicles.
Yeah. That's nice, your car's in there. Oh.
It has been. It has been.
What you doing? Where's Tammy? Chloe having a fit.
Well, y'all see what we doing today. And boy, I was ready to come in. Yeah, them dogs. They used to me being around here, you know. And they have a fit whenever when I leave, they have a fit. She was cutting grass like she was in a NASCAR race. Yeah, I forgot. She did cut the grass this morning. Hey, when you're working on the lawnmower, y'all, she don't want you to test it on the good grass. She'll get mad if you test it on the good grass. So I started letting her test it, you know. Hey, y'all, it's a good day to be alive, ain't it? Saw her on Steven's Live? Yeah. Y'all know what the problem is with that lake down there, y'all? People catch everything. If the fish is biting, they don't be reasonable about it. So Grandma was telling me about this man she knew. They got a limit on fish down there. And that man will catch the limit and he'll bring them home and put them in his pond and then go back down there. And he's doing that 7 days a week. Somebody like that ought to be thrown in jail at. I mean, you can buy brim, y'all. We got a place that sells them. It's in another county, but like you can go down there and buy 50. He'll sell you 50. They said don't tell him that you're gonna use them for bait because he don't like that. Yeah, you can go down there and buy 50. These these people I've been looking at the boat show, and I've actually about lost my mind, you know. I've actually about lost my mind even looking for boats. I find this pond and go fishing like there. And see, I mean, I don't need no motor, y'all. But it's, and I did buy a 25 horse about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it'll work either on the pontoon boat or the river boat. If one of them motors like messes up, you know, and it happens, you know, like where it can't be fixed or where it costs too much to fix it, you know. But, you know, I mean, I was going to get me a big motor. But everybody on there's like, hey, I was talking to William, and William sells stuff on the marketplace. He don't actually do it. Billy Joe does. And he said, you like, you know, you wouldn't believe the questions people ask. You know, take it and drive it to Maine. And they got a camper, a motorhome. They sell them for parts. Somebody called him up, asked him, could they drive it to Maine? Said Billy Joe said, did you read the description? Hey, that's another thing too, y'all. We're kind of missing the camper. But I mean, hey, if you in the sun, it's too hot to fool with, you know. And it's, you know, you can go camping if you want to, but it's just, hey, it's just like it is here, you know. Hey, you'll be sitting in the camper, watching TV and doing YouTube videos. Y'all, we got a 1 hour video here. I want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all coming in. Hey, if you didn't see Tammy's video, it's actually a pretty good video. I didn't even have to edit it none. I just took a little bit off the front. And then that was it. I didn't have to do nothing to it. She done a real good job. I don't know what I'm going to do with her though. She tunes me out. I asked her how to spell surprise. Y'all wait, Stephen. I mean, I'm pretty sure Stephen, when he comes over here in the morning, I'm pretty sure he'll be filming. I don't know if he'll be filming on YouTube. I just don't know. But I do know that he'll probably be filming. And then I can't piggyback his live if I'm out there, you know, if I'm outside with him, and I'm gonna stay with him. I wanna see them carburetors myself. And like I say, y'all, I really hadn't had my hands on that boat motor. I just you know, when he got it, and, you know, I told him to take the carburetors off and see if it needed rebuilding and clean it and everything. And you know, he bought a couple of parts and got it running. If we would have known they was this much, this motor was going to be this aggravating, we probably wouldn't have messed with it, because, I mean, man, you could just buy nothing. You know what I mean? See, the motor I'm looking at, y'all, is I'm buying a particular kind of motor, and there ain't a bunch of them. But if it don't matter to you, you know what I mean, you can, hey, they got motors all over the marketplace, and you can find one that's running, you know, that's running good and got good compression and everything, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, you go to their house, check the compression if it's okay. Uh, you know, see the water pump pumping. Then you get in there, put your spectacles on, and get her done. I'm planning on, I'm gonna look this thing over. I'm gonna try to do it where them carburetors ain't gotta come back off. I think he missed something, y'all, in them carburetors. I don't know that he did, but I think he did. We're sure gonna find out. I want to thank Bumpy for the super chat, and I'm glad Kathy and Anna boy got everything straight, and I want to say I'm glad for y'all coming in here, and you know, we really do appreciate it. And y'all, there ain't nobody gonna run us off of YouTube. And we ain't fitting to go nuts about it neither. We're gonna be like a rock. You be like a rock too. So thank y'all for everything. Good night, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.